Hi Tarot Bumblebees, it's Ethony. Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be breaking down some of the ways you can shuffle your tarot and oracle decks. So I'm actually going to show you a variety of methods you can use for your tarot readings. So the first technique is to riffle shuffle, and it is actually my favorite way to shuffle the deck. So to riffle shuffle, you are going to take two almost equal piles of your deck. And now there are a couple of ways you can do this. I just suck at this way, which is putting the cards in a classic sort of poker or playing card way, and then riffling it like that. Okay, that went a little bit better than I thought it was going to. And then actually putting them together. So I'm just going to show you one more time. You would take the deck, split it into two. You would hold it like such, both in separate hands. Then you would curl the deck backwards and fold it down. Now some people can bend it the other way, but I'm not very good at that. The way I like to riffle shuffle is to do the same thing at the start. So take two pretty similar sized piles and place it like you're doing an edge. So then you can control this a lot better, and the fanning is a lot more card in card. There's a lot less chunks or piles of cards that fall, and then doing that again. So I'm just going to do it really slowly and carefully without talking. That is how I riffle shuffle. The next technique is one you don't need to use the table for. It's called over and under, and you can do it a couple of ways. The first way we're going to do this is portrait. So what you're going to do is place the cards in the crook of your, or the little dip. I'm sure there's a technical term for this, but I do not know what it is, of your hands. You're going to place your palm at the bottom, and you're going to simply use your thumb to pull cards from the top of the deck. And then you can also go under and over. And that way you are shuffling your cards, and then you simply keep going. This is really good if you're sort of shuffling at a cafe or a bar or somewhere that you're not quite sure how sticky the surface is, but it's a great way of doing a shuffle. And then you can also do the same thing, but in more landscape. It really depends on how sort of big your hands are and how big the cards are, which is why this one is good, because you're using the smaller side of the card to shuffle. But here, you would just do the same thing, using your thumb to get the cards. And that is over and under, portrait, and landscape. The third technique is called the washing machine, and it can get a little messy, but for people who are absolutely convinced that they can't shuffle, this is a wonderful way for them to still put their energy into the cards. Now you are going to need a bigger surface for this, and you're going to want to make sure the surface is clean so you don't damage your decks. This is a wonderful, kids love to shuffle this way. It's just a great way to just get amongst the cards. All you do is you simply mess them about your table. You use your hands like washing machine or like your finger painting, and you get amongst it. And once you feel as though you've done enough, you mush them back in together. And just like that, you have done the washing machine. All right, so this is called piles. Piles on! And it's really, really simple. Again, another way to shuffle the cards if you are adamant that you don't know how to shuffle. You simply put your cards into piles. You try to drop just a few, mix it up each time. Ah! This is going to happen while you're shuffling, and just do that all the way through. And then you can either put them back together or any way you like. But that is a simple way to also shuffle. So this is Piles Point 2.0. Piles 2.0. And this is simply as if you were dealing a game of strip poker, because I all know what you do with your cards. No, it's another really easy way of shuffling, and you can make as many piles as you want. And you just deal it out, probably a little bit more tidy than me, but you're just trying to get the cards nice and mixed up, and then again you would start to put them back together. Those ones are a little bit longer because there are 78 cards in a deck, but if you really need to think about your query or whatever it may be, it's a nice way to sort of center your energy and go through each one of the cards while you're thinking of your intentions. Finally, using a card shuffling machine. Now, the problem with a card shuffling machine is it's made for playing cards, but there are decks out there that do have playing card specifications. Really wonderful if you have small hands, arthritis, or joint pain in your hands, or that you sometimes drop your cards, which I do quite a lot. I would love to see if anyone can find a tarot deck size shuffling machine. Let me know if you ever do. But it's a wonderful way to use technology to help you shuffle. So if there isn't one of those, someone needs to do a Kickstarter for tarot card shuffling machines, because I'm sure we'd all buy one. But that is another way you can shuffle the cards. Look, in closing, really the thing that you're going to be putting into your cards while you're shuffling is your intention. And that is the most important thing. Really being present in the moment and allowing your intention and energy to go into the cards so you get a great reading. It's a wonderful way of practicing presence and allowing yourself the space for a tarot reading. I hope you found this helpful to go through the different ways you can shuffle your cards, and please let me know how you like to shuffle or if there are techniques that I've missed. If you're really fancy, I know some people can do some really fancy stuff like they do as card players, let me know, and I'll see you all next time.